Hey guys, welcome to today's video blog post. I know the lighting on this looks a little funky. I'm actually sitting in my house and we have a dark storm cloud that just moved over the bay, so it's really cool lighting, and I don't feel like turning the lights on to ruin it. But anyway, I wanted to tell you a little story real quick. We had a very interesting phone call yesterday from Phoenix's teacher at school. Actually, it was the school nurse that called us. And she called us to let us know that there was a little boy in 3rd grade who had, wow, my wind's just going out there. Listen to that. That's crazy. In the 3rd grade who had come down with the chicken pox. And she told us that they weren't certain if it was the chicken pox. They had to take him to a dermatologist for a second opinion because it didn't look like the chicken pox. But this little boy had broken out in a rash all over his body. And the dermatologist did confirm that it was in fact chicken pox, and the reason it looked different is because he had been vaccinated twice for the chicken pox, and that they took on a different presentation. So they, they were letting us know that the little boy had chicken pox. So my wife asked the nurse. She said, "Well, are you calling all of the parents in the 3rd grade?" And she goes, "No, we're not calling all the parents. We just have to call the ones that have not been vaccinated." And, I appreciate the phone call. I'm glad they told us so we could make a choice as to whether or not we wanted to let Phoenix go back to the school. But it kind of made me question the thought process behind the requirements that are necessary. The little boy that got the chicken pox had been vaccinated twice against the chicken pox, which in essence to me says, hey, it's not a guaranteed protection. So if they're concerned about it spreading, why aren't they telling all the parents, not just the ones that were not vaccinated? I do understand why they called us. They feel like we don't have any, that Phoenix might be susceptible to it. And again, he may end up getting it. If it's not a bad thing if he ends up with the chicken pox. I don't know when that became a childhood disease that we had to avoid, but we're not concerned about him getting it. But I just thought that was interesting that the child that did have the chicken pox was vaccinated, yet they didn't feel it necessary to call the children that had been vaccinated, only those that had not. So anyways, 21-day incubation period. I'll let you know if Finn ends up coming down with them or not. I'll let you know what the situation is. A little bit of a concern to me, though, is the fact that the chickenpox did take on a different appearance because the child had been vaccinated. So now that makes me wonder, okay, is this are chickenpox now mutating to overcome vaccinations, which is always something to be afraid of. So anyway, interesting story, and no real point here. Just thought it was interesting, the thought processes behind everything. We are in the office this week, normal office hours. Tomorrow is Wednesday. We'll be there from 8 to 12, and then Thursday we'll be there 8 to 12 and 4:30 to 6. We will be out of the office all next week. We're taking our Christmas vacation early because we have, number one, we have a family reunion, and number two, I have finally gotten in network with Blue Cross and Blue Shield. And I know a lot of you have benefits that have been unused for this year, and they will reset on December 31st. So I wanted to be here towards the end of December for people to be able to come in and use the last bit of their benefits. So anybody that has Blue Cross Blue Shield, we are now an in-network provider, so it can save everybody some money. And I look forward to seeing everybody. Have a great day. Talk to you tomorrow. Bye-bye.